This has me pissed off. Listen to this tape from the WNBA champion.
The Caitlin Clark fans, I think they wanted to latch on to Caitlin Clark and then use her as, like, I guess, like this fuel to be able to be representation of their racism and you know, like their view on the world.
The first thing Caitlin Clark fans want is her not to be severely injured leaving the game in an ambulance. When she has success or signs a shoe deal, we don't want to hear it's because of white privilege. We don't want you to give her Rookie of the Year award to somebody that can't make a layup. We just want the commissioner to tell the referees to call the game fair. That's
no,
it.
She's actually not racist. And so now they have to kind of like backtrack and
no crap, she's not racist. She's a genuine person. She's a light to the world, an example to the younger generation.
Without a doubt, Caitlin Clark is the biggest thing to happen to women's basketball in ages the Caitlin effect had the WNBA. Pulling up numbers like never before, unfortunately. As much as she gained fans, she had no shortage of bullies, so much. So that she has decided on her WNBA career, and now NBA superstar Steph Curry has had to chip and join me as I walk you through Steph Curry's thoughts about Caitlin leaving the WNBA. No shortage of bullies. Caitlin Clark is the talk of the town. The rookie has transformed women's basketball like no other, drawing attention and millions of dollars to the game. Shockingly, her fame and talent seem to have rubbed many the wrong way, and instead of the rookie being celebrated for what she has done for women's basketball, she was bullied. Throughout her first year, she was whacked, slammed, pushed, and insulted all season by veterans, WNBA legends, and the media. A whole 177% of all flagrant fouls in the 2024 season of the WNBA were committed against the rookie. Keep in mind that it is not uncommon in competitive sports for every rookie to get tested to know if they are deserving of playing in the league. However, the manner in which Caitlin was tackled and targeted was too personal to have been a test. It was the brutal kind of treatment paraded as a tough defense, which surprisingly did nothing but hurt the rookie instead of provoking her like they were meant to take the Seattle Storm as a good example of teams looking to hurt Caitlin Clark. To provoke her center, Yael Magor, went in to block this Caitlin shot, but she didn't just miss the ball but whacked the rookie in the head.
Seattle, and all of a sudden, we're pretty close. This has been as close as it's been all second quarter long, 44-2.
Obviously, it would be easy to see this play as a great defense, but Mag Bagor closes out hard on Caitlin's drive. It was a dangerous collision because she didn't rise for the ball, but Caitlin's head, shockingly, this wasn't even called for a foul. And while it might not have been obvious at the time that the team was looking to provoke Caitlin into reacting, when Seattle Storm's backup guard and veteran Victoria Vivian got into an altercation with the rookie. At first glance, it looked like petty trash talking, but the rookie had to admit that she lost it at that moment because she was continuously getting hammered.
I feel like I'm getting hammered. I don't know. I appreciate Christy getting a tech too. Like, I don't know.
The situation, shockingly, only got de-escalated because the ref called a double technical foul after 30-year-old Vivian kept going at the 22-year-old. Guard Vivian, a former Indiana Fever's guard, was clearly trying to F Caitlin here, and, while she almost succeeded, this was shockingly the MO of the Seattle Storm's all-season. Late in the season, six-time All-Star Skylar Diane-Smith seems to purposely crash into Caitlin Clark after the Fevers beat the The shove might look like nothing even though Skylar Diggins sped up to make contact with her, but it was unnecessary, and it has been the pattern so far last season, where WNBA players saw Caitlin as an easy target. Unfortunately, while some teams were just trying to bait the guard, others were clearly trying to hurt her, and what better team than the Chicago Sky that drafted her rival and fellow rookie Angel Reese. The infamous Chindi Carter shove caused worldwide discussion and shed light on how the league was bullying the rookie.
And Clark. I mean, that's clear all which was called. The question is, will they call it unnecessary? Kennedy Carter.
But it's important to know that just 13 games into her WNBA career, Caitlin Clark was getting whacked by her fellow rookie like this.
Kicking it out, Evans fakes the three, takes the two, and knocks it down. A lot of times, 50-50.
And not many people know that Angel Reese stood up to celebrate Chindi Carter violently shoving Caitlin Clark.
Foul, I believe, to Angel Reese. Yep, across the head, and they will go to the monitor to review this one.
Yeah, that's right.
In any case, Chindi and Angel Ree. Aside, the rest of the team seemed to be in on it about hurting Caitlin Clark because all 4 of the 5 flagrant fouls committed on the guard in the 2024 season were from the Chicago Sky. Players here is Sky guard Diamond to Shields, committing a reckless fall on Caitlin on her way to the basket.
Is good. Kennedy Carter now with 12 points off the bench.
Surely that's not a basketball play in any book. Unfortunately, Caitlin didn't just suffer bullying on the court, but also off it. She was insulted all season by WNBA players and veterans on social media, and yet she kept it professional. Chicago Sky Chindi Carter, who shoved her, called her out online, asking what Caitlin brings to the table besides the ability to shoot three-pointers, while Connecticut Sun star Di Carrington questioned the 22-year-old rookie's professionalism, even going as far as to claim her silence is a luxury. WNBA legend Cheryl Swoops called her a bully despite Caitlin being at the receiving ends of several hard fouls.
Here's Clark for 29 points, gets tripped up. I want to welcome in our Ion audience who are watching Minnesota and Dallas. Indiana Fever in the Chicago Sky here from Wintrust Arena. The Fever really stretched out this one.
Fox Sports' Joy Taylor lied on national TV that Caitlin was unknown and was only made famous by Angel Reese after they faced each other in the 2023 NCAA championship game.
But with Angel, she's rugged, right? She's a rugged girl, right? She's built for trying to bully. She's a bullier, right? No one feels sorry for the bullier.
She's not a bully. She's not a bully.
Oh, you probably just never seen the poster. She's bullying the veterans.
She's not a bully. Well, I mean, if you want to talk about bullies, we can talk about every time Caitlin has the ball, she pushes off.
Oh, no.
I'm just saying,
But she has that advantage.
Sports journalist Monique Judge even went as far as to call Caitlin the white damsel in distress in the WNBA before taking a subtle jab at her on Twitter, when she tweeted, "Caitlin Clark is the Taylor Swift of women's basketball. No, I will not." Elaborate TV host Sunny Hostin Hill also reduced her success and fame across the world to white privilege and her sexuality, saying,
"We were not talking about Caitlin Clark before Angel Reese walked up to her, did this, and pointed to the ring. This is not my opinion. I lived it. I watched it. It was recorded. It was broadcasted live. We were not talking about Caitlin Clark before that moment."
And unfortunately, there still is that stigma against the LGBTQ+ community. This bullying was on all fronts and at all season. Unfortunately, a young lady like Caitlin Clark can only take so much, and it seems she is making a huge decision about her future in the WNBA going forward, so big that NBA superstar Steph Curry has come out to address it. What Steph Curry thinks by now it should be common knowledge that the closest comparison to Caitlin Clark's impact on the game is NBA superstar Steph Curry. Her playing style and threes are just as similar to Steph Curry's, with the Warriors guard even admitting that they both have the same release time and range.
But I do think that she is more relatable to more people because she's white, because she's...
Release time, surprisingly, isn't the only thing that makes their gameplay similar.
I saw somebody break down the release time, which is pretty much identical to mine. And then her just confidence. You can't help but watch when she plays, where she's shooting from, the range, the confidence, the flair. Like, she's a performer.
Even her floor game, and according to several NBA players, she is in fact the female Steph Curry. Former NBA champion Jeff Teague also admitted that she plays like Steph Curry. Bro, she really looked like Steph Curry.
Listen, we all talk about quick release. How quick is her release? How about 0.43 seconds? 0.4 of a second.
NBA analyst Stephen A. Smith called her the Steph Curry of women's basketball.
Well, she really looked like Steph Curry. Some of them stuff, I'm like, when she did the behind the back to the lay, I said, look like Steph.
Yeah. Accepting the double team and then shooting a three anyway is only Steph Curry type shit.
Steph Curry. I said, she's the girl Steph Curry, bro. I ain't want to say it, but it's like, yo, you play like Steph Curry.
Shaquille O'Neal went on Angel Reese's podcast to call Caitlin the Steph Curry of women's basketball.
This girl is the best in the world on a collegiate women's level. I don't care what anybody says. There's nobody better than her. She is a sensational talent. No question about it. She is the Steph Curry of women's basketball. That is what I call her. How many games is this now? That's her 38th career 30-point plus game as a college basketball player. And you know, she's done 40 plus several times. She's sensational. She's a marksman extraordinaire, and she's a wonderful, wonderful person, incredibly articulate as well. And I think that what you'll see is the WNBA. You'll see people clamoring for her. Just watch the game, because we love the women's game. I enjoyed it when I was at the WNBA finals, that championship game between the Aces and the Liberty. I got to tell you something. Caitlin Clark, ultimately in the WNBA, is going to be something special to behold, because she's special now, and she's only getting better.
Like y'all supposed to protect the asset, protect the star. And although this is a team, you always protect your star, Matt. Barnes said LeBron James, who knows firsthand what it's like to be the face of the league as a rookie, also came out to root for the young guard because, despite the bullying, she is the reason a lot of great things are happening to the WNBA. Don't get it cat up, Caitlin Clark is the reason why a lot of great things are going to happen for the WNBA. I'm rooting for Caitlin because I've been in that seat before. I've walked that road before. I hope she kills LeBron, said NBA analyst and NFL legend Shannon Sharp has also publicly called out the bullying, telling the rest of the WNBA to stop being resentful towards her, or they might lose the best thing to happen to the league ever. They got to stop this foolishness. Don't be resentful of it, embrace it, Sharp said. The list goes on and on for NBA players and media who have called out the bullying the rookie went through all season, and it's not just NBA players, but WNBA fans too. According to a user, just heard that she is heading to Europe. Good for her. Some of these fouls look really dangerous. Another user commented, find and suspend these players. CC is the only reason everyone is watching the WNBA. Take out CC and no one will care about the WNBA. Again, if you enjoyed this video, the next video on your screen is worth your time.
Why do you think people love Caitlin Clark besides her skills?
She can shoot threes from logo.
We never seen that before. That's my point. Steph Curry, a little kid. Like Steph Curry, I love, you know why I love Steph Curry? Because I've never seen that before.